And welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Storrs, and I'm joined by Mr. Christopher Carnicelli. Robert Thomas Morphy II.
How's it going?
Thank you all so very much for joining us. If you like what you see, be sure to upvote the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget too, we are a weekly podcast available every Monday here on YouTube and on iTunes and
Stitcher,
Apple Podcast,
yeah, don't mess with
Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, wherever you get podcasts.
Everywhere.
Whatever, we're there. There's too many to list. Cryptonautpodcast.com, that'll connect you all up. This week, we have a weird cloud.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, this is what I love. I love coming to these because I have no idea what you guys are going to bring, and this is awesome. We got the story, one of you guys did, from Coast to Coast.
Yep.
You know, legendary Art Bell, George Marie, you're holding it down. Good on you. And the article came out September 2nd, 2022, fairly recent. Watch bizarre cube straight. Jesus, speak much? Bizarre cube-shaped cloud filmed in Britain.
Yes, we have a interesting cloud.
Well, at first you said weird, now it's interesting.
It's both weird, it's weirdly interesting.
Oh,
This cloud is doing things that a cloud should not do.
A bewildering video, I shall read now. Out of Britain shows what appears to be a perfectly cube-shaped cloud hovering in the sky. The puzzling piece of footage was captured earlier this week by Megan Coombs during a visit to a National Trust site in Surrey with the appropriately spooky name of Devil's Punch Bowl.
Oh.
Wow.
If there's ever going to be a cube-shaped cloud, it'd be at the Devil's Punch Bowl.
It just makes sense. Sharing the video on Facebook, she mused that there is something mega suspicious, that is a quote, about the box-like cloud in the sky that seems to have one of its sides illuminated by the sun.
Oh.
Does it seem? Or, I mean, it's pretty obvious when the sun's hitting something.
Weirdly interesting.
Okay. In a response to a friend who said that they wouldn't have believed the scene if it was real if it were not for Coombs sharing the footage, she jokingly replied, "I'm not even sure I believe it, and I saw it in person myself, I think."
Oh.
Many observers have suggested, either jokingly or in a serious manner, that the aerial oddity could be alien in nature. A lot of cloud camo stories.
Yeah.
Well, predator cloud.
We'll wait here.
Oh, predator cloud.
I don't know what that means.
I like it.
Meanwhile, skeptical individuals have suggested that perhaps the cube-like appearance of the cloud is merely a trick of light and shadow. What do you think Coombs filmed over the Devil's Punch Bowl in England? Share your thoughts.
We shall find out. Roll the clip.
I'm very excited.
Thank you, Bill. Hey, Devil's Punch Bowl. Oh,
shit!
that?
I saw something.
Something was there. Wait a minute. Whoa.
That is a flat edge.
Whoa.
That's a loaf of bread.
Dude, that's
100% a delicious fresh-baked loaf of cloud.
It is a cube of tofu in the air. Like that is a.
It does look like fucking tofu.
It is like legit a square cloud.
What the fiddly?
Yeah, no.
Like, if that's real,
when you get
that
out, you can see
is
the edge.
odd.
Like you can definitely see the edge of it. Like
Next time it gets close, Bill,
perfect.
will you freeze it if you can?
Yeah, it's that's definitely not normal. I mean, I don't think that that's a thing that we see ever, right? I mean, there it is.
Actually, I think there's one that's a little bit closer. Like, obviously, my first thought is always right there.
Okay,
Pareidolia. My first thought is always we see things. We're hardwired to make patterns. It's how we survive. Period. That's why we see faces and bunnies and whatever in clouds. That is a shape. If that is real, that ought not be that.
It's well defined. You can see the edge and you can see the corner. I mean, I thought maybe because of the lighting, it's just it's lit weird and it's giving you the illusion of a square.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't.
So
I don't think that's the case.
It is weird.
And I won't do any spoilers. If anyone's seen Nope, there's a little bit of cloud camo action.
I haven't seen it yet.
And we're not going to go any further because that's part of the joy of movies. But many cases have been out there in the lore talking about how, you know, an object was suddenly either surrounded by billowing smoke that emanated from the craft, thus concealing it, or emerged from an odd-shaped cloud.
Yeah.
The lack of movement is what's striking. So again, if it's CGI, okay, it's CGI. But the lack of movement and the fact that
nothing
it
else
is so different from everything else in the sky, so utterly, completely unique, and just sitting there.
It sticks out.
Well, I mean, to be fair, none of the other clouds look like they're moving either. That looks really low.
Very low.
It kind of does.
So
yeah.
I mean, but I mean,
like I said, that does kind of have.
the problem is that because of the light, it really makes those two sides look very severe.
Yes.
Right.
But I mean, you can't really tell.
Yeah, but at
That's how
least three
severe-
sides seem to be, for a fucking cloud anyway, flat.
Yeah,
A
which
little
is
dome-ish on top.
a little bit.
That is too many flat sides. Like, I can't even really think in my memory right now how many times, with the exception of the underside with certain clouds, when I've seen a cloud that looked flat.
No,
on
I've
one
never-
side, much
I've
less two,
never-
much less three.
Never.
We can assume that it's the same on the other sides, but that's just an assumption on our part. It could be a sloppy, hot mess.
Yeah.
We don't know.
So I'm gonna, go out here and say that, okay, let's just say, for instance, that this is an alien ship that's using camouflage to disguise itself.
For instance.
Not a great job. You literally brought attention to yourself. You're like, engage the square cloud, and it engages, and then you're just like, shit, they definitely see us now. It's my alien voice.
It's perfect alien voice.
Also, too, I think you guys would appreciate this. I did see an article that described this as a Borg cloud.
No, that's
Like a Borg cube.
Well, of course.
So,
I mean, that's probably the most famous sci-fi cube ship.
If this is camouflage,
QB is a
boo
Borg.
on your shoes, good sir, done poorly.
That's fair, but then, to play the devil's advocate, you're still less likely to notice this loaf of cloud than an active ship. An opaque piece of tech.
maybe it's a distraction then, and it's somewhere else.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
Dude,
Wouldn't that be interesting if it was like an old bait and switch?
Dude, it sends
like it's over there mutilating a cow and it's this loaf.
Hey guys, how are we gonna fool the humans? Square cloud?
and it worked, son of a bitch. Everyone's focusing on
Because that's
this.
where all the cameras are going.
And the ships elsewhere is doing nefarious shit to cows and abducting people. And that's oh man, I think you guys solved it. Y'all are so smart.
People like bread. People like squares. People like clouds.
What? Dude.
Totally tempting.
All right, so alien diversion.
Right.
Works.
Zeus's work shed. That's where he keeps his lawnmower.
Okay.
Oh,
Seems
Everything's electric, of course.
Seems very low.
Self-powered. No, that's an Olympian, backyard. Maybe a pool house.
I like it.
It could be just the back side of a temple. You can't see the door.
Sky
That's
temple.
true. That does look like temple-ish.
A sky
like
temple.
Greeky, Romany.
Ooh.
Could be Sky Temple.
Sky temple.
Our gods were there.
Maybe there's like different levels. Like once you die, you don't like fully go to an afterlife. You go to like the atmospheric life.
You just go to like 500 feet up.
And that's why there's so
And then
many
you hang
Christian
out.
medieval imagery of people on clouds. That's not really final heaven.
You just go up
That's
a
just
little
where
bit.
you go. You go up a little. You worship at the Sky Temple. You're
right.
fluffy looking, so people can't identify you usually.
All right.
Unless you're Jesus walking on the cloud or some other like that freaking cloud giant.
Goku.
Remember that
Oh,
blew my
yeah.
mind, but you guys poo-pooed.
No, I was all about the cloud giant.
I hope so.
Yeah, I was there with you.
Anyway, they're worshiping cloud giants at the Cloud Temple.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, or, let's just say, for instance, if this is terrestrial, we could be possibly talking some sort of military, possibly, testing out military camo, because why wouldn't they have it appear as a cloud and just be like, oh, they're never going to know.
That's a way more egregious mistake on the military.
Yeah.
If they like
It is.
out of the camo they have, they're like, nah, square clouds. No one's gonna fucking
No
notice
one's
that.
going to notice
It's the
this.
square cloud button.
But then again, I mean, if it's just like real beta, and it's like, listen, we just created a cloud that will stick to a basic shape. You can't like do like special rhombuses right out the gate. You gotta, what do you do? Fucking rectangle.
All right, so they're just doing weather wizard shit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
maybe.
man.
And then when they nail it, they put camo on it.
Exactly.
It's a fucking camo square cloud.
They put camo.
I mean,
You guys can't see it right.
It's like my shorts, but a cloud, a big square. You're like, all right.
Chris and I, as we've
That would be
mentioned
so
a
much
few
funnier.
times,
it's
have
hilarious.
stumbled onto a vast international conspiracy involving floating heavier than air cubes.
Now, this was mentioned briefly on the
been mentioned.
podcast, but we did not go into detail.
Because we're trying to, stay alive.
Yes.
We're not going to go too deep into it.
That's true.
But you got to camouflage your cubes.
Oh, you brought it back around to
Just saying.
to the topic that we can't talk about.
That we talk about all the time.
All right, whatever. That's
The
fine.
unspeakable that we speak of.
Yeah, I had a
A
recent.
lot lately.
That's really us.
I actually
We're so dumb.
recently had a conversation that I may have an in with someone who is currently working on a project where you will be eating at the curvature of space, but we're not going to discuss it any further, other than it's possible that you may be eating a meal with other people of a certain millionaire class at the edge of space.
Oh.
We're going to leave it there.
Okay.
We're going to leave it there. Yeah, no, this ain't for us.
I don't know what any
No,
of that
this ain't
means.
for us.
This ain't for us.
When you say we,
Yeah.
you don't mean us.
But now this cloud thing, I love it. I think it's dope. I want to see more of them. I want to see more videos of dope clouds.
I would.
More shapes.
Yeah, more shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For
Get
sure.
crafty with the shapes. I
Rhombus?
obviously wouldn't say that it's
be a
extraterrestrial.
Because I want it to be.
That's a huge leap.
I know.
Is it
Well,
anomalous? Absolutely. Is it interesting? Yes.
It's weird as F.
Is it
but-
possible that it's natural? Yeah, of
no,
course.
I mean,
fairly. It's weird because
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think if this happened on any kind of even not even semi-regular, but in a very occasional basis, with everyone basically having a movie studio in their pocket, why do we not see this a lot throughout the world?
Yeah.
And this is like one of the first I've ever seen of.
Same.
I mean,
there's a lot
geometric
of
cloud.
land area and places where people aren't are.
Maybe the,
That makes sense.
maybe the,
people aren't everywhere all at
Right.
once. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
So I mean, it could be happening a lot.
Could be.
So I guess we're in agreement. It's a weird effing cloud.
Dude, it's a weirdly interesting cloud, or an interestingly weird cloud. Ha
There, yeah, no,
Wordplay.
You're the master.
There it is.
Wow.
Sick burn, bro. There it is. Thank you all so very much for joining us. The Cryptonaut Podcast. We're available on the social medias, the Instas, and the Twitters, and the Facebooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Patreon, check it out. Patreon.com/Cryptonaut Podcast. If
Big
you're
fun.
interested in supporting us over there, do that. HelloSpace.com, get yourself some t-shirts. We recently launched CryptonautMerch.com, where we're doing exclusive designs through this company called CrowdMade. We have a really cool design over there right now by our good buddy, Mr. Todd Purse, for the Love and Frogs.
Oh yeah.
So we got 2 merch stores, 2 exclusive items, 2 exclusive shops, so be sure to check those out. And again, we are a podcast. Every week, we're here on YouTube on a Monday, audio only, and we're also available on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Stitcher. There
All
you
that.
go. All them places.
All that good stuff.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Thank you all. Talking to you soon.
Goodbye.
Keep watching the skies.
For clouds that are
Cloud
shaped
shapes.
like a square.
Euclidean cloud shapes.
Yeah, definitely not non-Euclidean.
Right. We want
Dude,
Euclidean
Full-on
cloud shapes.
Euclidean clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.